Hello dear supervisor, my name is Sully and today I am going to talk about my project titled Remote Keyless Door Fob. I am gonna start with the general details of my idea, talk about my current progress, then move on to talking about the future steps that remain for my project to come to fruition. Anyways, let's move on, shall we? Have you ever faced a situation where two of your hands are too preoccupied that you are prevented from reaching the key fob in your pocket, which will relieve you from the stress of being locked out of your room, or worse, even your house? Or maybe you were suddenly just too tired to even try to reach your pockets and wish that there was a technology that can open your front door without facing the inconvenience of handling a key, or a key card, or a key fob. Or maybe you suddenly built up the urge to buy something that can impress the person who you deem as your crush or soulmate and live happily ever after. Well, look no further as I happen to work on the technology that you desire, and that's the BLE Remote Keyless Door Fob. Now it's just in the form of a normal iBeacon, but I am planning to improve the device's look so that it attracts many eyes before the deadline submission. The main goal of the project is to create a BLE fob that unlocks the door upon being in just a few feet from the door. Let's say 2 to 3 as a primary measurement that is prone to change depending on the future circumstances. The idea of this project revolved around remote keyless car fobs such as my mother's BMW X5 and my father's Nissan Armada fobs. Both car fobs have the same functionalities where the doors detect the fob signal from a distance and act according to their separate other functionalities. By using the same kind of functionality with the ESP32, provided that it would be connected to a door lock, the door is supposed to unlock as long as the user has the BLE fob within a few feet from the door and automatically lock otherwise. Now there is still the issue of losing the fob, whether it be dropping it on the ocean for some reason, forgetting where you left it, or maybe swallowing it like a supervillain in the Stone Ages, or a person choking his way to death's door for some reason. Whatever might the flaws be in my project, I am currently trying to come up with some sort of solution for it to avoid any setbacks. The materials that are needed for the completion of this project is an iBeacon acting as a BLE fob, an ESP for my code, a breadboard and some wires for connecting the different devices, a door lock solenoid for locking and unlocking the door, a relay to control the lock in the door lock solenoid, connected to a 12-volt for the relay to function the solenoid. Currently, I don't have the solenoid, relay, or adapter with me as they were not available in the hackspace. Who would have thought paying money to Amazon or any tech shop was part of the assignment as well? To improvise for testing purposes, I borrowed 2 LED lights from Hackspace along with their corresponding resistors to not break the LED lights. Now that we've finished speaking about the project's details and components, let's move on to demonstrating my current progress. After showing my current tools that I have, I will first demonstrate how to connect them all. First, of course, we have the ESP32, which I have to connect to my laptop using the cable that came with the ESP. Then we connect it to the breadboard by shoving the ESP pins right through the breadboard strips, just like in the footage. After that, we connect the LED to the breadboard with its negative side connected to the negative strips and the positive connected to the strip outside the positive and negative strips. Then we connect the resistors in a line with the positive side of the LED, and after reading my ESP's pin graph that you are currently viewing, I use the wires for the finishing touch of connecting the ground pin to the LED lights, to the resistors, to the pin numbers 14 for the green light and 27 for the red light. As for the iBeacon's part in the project, I use my ESP's built-in BLE to detect the iBeacon and act accordingly. Now looking at the code that I screenshot, the device is supposed to read if the MAC address is the same as the iBeacon's MAC address and if it has a strong enough signal strength with the ESP's BLE. If the conditions are met, the LED device lights up green. If it doesn't detect the iBeacon, or if the iBeacon is too far, then the LED lights up red. I wonder why it's not currently working. Fantastic. So this is my current progress now that I currently don't have all of my materials with me yet. But other than collecting the materials for my future steps, I am planning to make it possible for the user to use their phone's Bluetooth connection to unlock the doors by creating a registry website that connects to the ESP via Wi-Fi. I feel like this might be the hard part, but I will try my best with the time that I am given. Also, now that I have gotten down the main functionality of the BLE fob device, I might have time to turn my iBeacon into a shape of a fob when I present it to you, dear supervisor, or any other supervisor that is responsible for grading my assignment. Thank you very much for watching, sir, and I hope to hear from your feedback soon.